Shalom, bro. Yabashim Shabbat.
Shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory and honor to the Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Bashir Rakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. The brother here is at the GMS Kansas City branch. Here coming to you with another little Shabbat evening sit down through StreamYards, and we're just kind of meditating through the spirit and talking to brothers about this tax season, which is highly oppressive time of the year, because this is the year that Esau allegedly gives you a tax return, which technically you don't. He gives you a tax return based on a third of the taxes which you paid, which you don't even get a full fucking refund, because the government totally rips you off. But the last couple of years since the changing of the tax laws, man, people have been on this illegal agency known by the IRS, which is the Internal Revenue Service, which is a private-owned entity, by the way. People have been on these crooks' money hand over fist without doing anything different than what they do every year. Like, I was watching a video on TikTok, and this chick, Edomite chick, she filed a tax return through TurboTax, and it stated that she owed $57,000 back in federal fucking taxes. And she specifically said that she didn't do anything different than the other years that she didn't file. So something is going on here, man. And the reality of it is that Esau is stealing from the people, because you got to understand we're in a time now of a fucking collapse. So for them to accelerate or to collapse this dollar at an accelerated rate, they got to put everybody in debt. That way that the economy can just totally tank, so they can be justified on building up this digital infrastructure. Because I'm looking at an article here, and it says here how IRS layoffs might affect your tax refunds timing. With some people filed tax returns last year and didn't even get it back yet. Like, I filed a return going back a couple of years ago last year, and they told me 9 weeks, and I ain't even got that shit. And it's been 13 weeks already, man. So I can kind of chop that up as a loss, because I might not never see that shit. Because you Edomites, you're a bunch of goddamn crooks, man. Stealing from people, ripping people off, man, putting people into despair, taking their money from them, and it's already cost of living and already went up fucking 25-30%. So people were just at the point, man, they just say, you know what, fuck this shit, we gonna do what the fuck we want to do. And this is a sign of an ultimate collapse, man.
Yeah, because how is that even possible? You hired 80,000 more IRS workers.
Shalom, bro.
Yep. So yeah, man. So this is a wicked system, and it's being overloaded. They said that $20 billion, which it was probably more than that. I'm thinking maybe a couple of $100 billion of taxpayers' money have went into this system, and they've done nothing but dish it out on transgender research, fucking the USAID, which is a CIA run up front, fucking goddamn Ukraine, Israel, the Pentagon, penthouse suites, spending $1 million on flamboyant concerts, and yet we got to front the damn bill. And if you don't front the bill, then they'll send your ass a debt collection notice in the mail where they'll come and garnish your money. And the funny part about it is that people are starting to become awoke and they're aware of this shit, and they ain't doing nothing about it, but still taking their stupid asses to work every day, like we all, paying into a system that's getting ready to fall, man.
That's right.
So somebody, go ahead, man.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
It said, would he have stolen till you got enough? Because the IRS is a feudalist system, man. Okay, that's owned by the elites. All right, and it's not a constitutional corporation, so to speak. It's privately owned, just like the Federal Reserve. So literally, you're paying an income tax on something that's not even eligible to be paid a tax to, because you make what they call labor wages. You don't make income. Income is something you make off of profiting off of business, man. But you make labor wages, which they're not supposed to tax that, man.
Yeah. And they tax you on all kind of ways. Just the fact that they're printing money is a tax. You know, if you save $100,000 and Esau print $1 trillion, that 100,000 ain't worth that much no more. That's a tax. You can't own anything. property taxes. You know, it's like you can't have more than one woman. You know, it was like all kind of things that Esau he just takes from you, man. You know.
And the funny part about it is, bro, is that everything is already taxed. You already paying the taxes on shit before they
Yeah.
even tax you. It's already pre-taxed, but you're
Yeah.
paying more taxes on shit that's already pre-taxed.
Yeah, you in the spirit world getting taxed, man. You know,
Yep.
that's wild.
Okay. Anybody got a matter of fact? I was looking at matter of fact, this is Leviticus 19:13. If a brother ain't got nothing, it says, "Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning," man. Meaning you gotta pay the man. Okay, you can't take a person's paycheck and give it to him every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, bi-weekly, every week. You're supposed to pay the man at the end of the day, man, because what if he have things to do with those wages? What if he gotta feed the baby and he gotta tend to the land or feed his family, and yet you make this man wait 3 weeks to get a freaking paycheck, man? All
Yeah,
because of your fractional reserve banking. Because the minute that the money hits the treasury, they already done spent that shit. They ain't already sent it overseas.
yeah, pretty much. That money gone immediately.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
fractional reserve bank. That's exactly why overall, man, you get paid every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, and in some agencies, shit, sometimes you don't get paid until like a month and a half late. Because I know some
Mhm.
cat that was working for the state, and he came in like in the middle of the payroll, and they made this man wait a month and a week to get his paycheck, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
wow.
wild.
Yeah,
There's so many ways that he robbed us, man. If you think about just the information he robbed us alone, think about all of the herbal medicines and stuff that don't nobody. We got to struggle to finally look up now because of the so-called Western medicine. You
yeah,
know, how much money did you spend in medical bills because you didn't know how to treat a particular illness? You know, all of this money he's got to research things, and you don't know the basics to take care of yourself, man. You know, Jake Gold graduates high school. He don't know what to do when he get pulled over. He don't
yeah,
know how money works. He don't know what how the credit card system works. Nothing. You know.
yeah.
Go
Appreciate
ahead. Oh, Salaki, go ahead, bro.
it. This is Proverbs 22:16. It says, "He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want." Because that's pretty much what they do. It's all about the rich getting richer at the expense of you people. And that's why they said you're gonna own nothing and be happy, because they want to collapse this shit, man. They talking about giving them those stimulus packages, those checks, which I don't know, man. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, but nonetheless, we know this devil is trying to crash the economy, man.
Mm-hmm. But
Mhm.
even then, bro, even with the stimulus shit, bro, these people are jumping up and down for fucking $5,000, $8,000 of worth of stimulus that technically you entitled to that anyway. Nigga, cut me $1 million check, nigga. You done stole billions from us, bro.
Right, right.
Nigga, they was robbing you when you was in your mama's womb, bro. And
Yeah,
these, oh,
yeah.
we get $8,000 Hercules looking eyes, bro. Y'all people
Hmm.
supposed to be fucking tearing this place down, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
How in the
that's right.
fuck are you? Look, bro? How the fuck do you owe income tax when you've been filing the same deductions every year? And the IRS laws change all the time, man. But that ain't on the people. That's on you, Esau, because it's your responsibility to understand how to put people in a proper bracket so therefore they can break even. But what you're doing, you've been stealing from the people, man.
Yep.
Because let's just say if you make $100,000 this year and you make $125,000 next year, he would tax you and enter you into a higher tax bracket because you made 25 bands more, and then make you liable for it and say that you invading taxes, bro.
Yeah.
But you've been filing the same goddamn deductions. You've been filing the
Mhm.
same thing every year. Same, nothing changed. You're supposed to break
Yep.
even. What does he do? He takes more money out your check, and then you don't even see it in your paycheck, bro. And at the
Yeah.
end of the year, you got to pay that shit back. But you ain't teaching nobody what the taxes is, man.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what
Like,
I'm saying?
like that video you put in the group chat. I don't know what it's been like over the last 3 years. The last few years, it's like everybody just been getting a lot less back. It's like you might get a band back, but then it's like over these last couple years, these last 2 3 years, man. I don't know. It's like they really just been robbing people, bro. Because now a lot of motherfuckers owe that didn't used to owe.
Yeah, yeah. We were just talking about that. Yep.
Yep. God. Hey, can you read that precept again, Gabar, bro? And go down, man. I think all the way up to 22 is really good, but you can read all that.
Okay, Khan. Yeah, Proverbs 22:16, it says, "He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Bow down thine ear and hear the word of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee, they shall withal be fitted in thy lips. That thou may trust be that thy trust may be in Yahweh. I have made known to thee his day, even to thee. Have not I written to thee excellent things in counsels and knowledge, that I might make thee known the certainties, Lakia, of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For Yahweh,
Yeah, that's a big thing that pisses the Lord off, man. You know, and when King David had the matter brought to him by the prophet Nathan, when he messed up, that showed you here he was a righteous man, even when he sinned, because he found out that man that had a lot of sheep came by the man that had one sheep and took it. You know, that infuriated him, man. You know, because that's the spirit of righteous men. You know, they're not supposed to be clapping like Caesar for $5,000 when they just because they're paying you that because they're admitting that they stole from you. You know, you really should be in a spirit of anger. You know, King David said, "I'm gonna put him to death." You know, when I find him.
And it's really usury, man. It's all usury at the end of the day because I'm reading here. It says each year the IRS makes inflated related adjustments to more than 60 tax provisions to keep income tax brackets, deductions, and other inputs in line with changes occurring related to the cost of living. Wow, on average, adjustments for the tax year 2025, follow returns of 26 were increased by 2.8%. Now you remember they was telling you a couple years ago, like during the pandemic, that people was gonna start owing because a lot of you stupid monkeys out there, you win and you apply for them PPP loans, man. And low key, a lot of you people are paying for them fucking stimuluses too. All right, that
Yeah,
shit wasn't free. You know, remember
yeah,
them $1,200 stimmies they sent? It was I think it was a 1,200 or 1,400, and it was a $600 stimmy they passed out, bro.
yeah,
And then
con.
like later on down the line, then the PPP loans and shit, and then inflation kicked in. So they're basically trying to offset shit, and they're putting the bill on you people. Like you
Yeah,
got niggas out there talking about, yeah, man, Trump putting tariffs on people. That's good for us. You stupid nigga. Don't you know that a tariff is nothing more but a tax that your black ass don't have to pay because
right.
nobody is dumb enough to foot the bill for this devil? Like, why the fuck would I sit up here and trade real currency for fiat currency thinking I'm gonna come up on the up and up, man?
Mm-hmm.
That's why the nations are dumping the dollar now because it's an unjust balance. It's an unjust weight. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
stupid monkeys in America, you gonna have to pay for that shit.
yeah.
Gas went up, food and went up, everything, rent going up, taxes
Mm-hmm.
going up. Everybody owes the IRS this year, last year, the year before last.
Yeah,
You
yeah, to
know,
that point, bro, with them tariffs, because they had delayed it for like a month, but
yeah.
they and out earlier today. It said Trump says 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico will start Tuesday, and he gonna double the fees on China. So I think it was
Mhm.
at 10%. So them tariffs, hey, that look like them things is still coming.
yeah. And that's why China just dumped 80 billion in U.S. debt. You know, like you're gonna pay for it one way or another. There's no way out of this financial system.
Nah.
The current money system right now is got to go away. You know, there ain't no saving it. Esau done racked up too much money. I don't care what he tells you, what the economist on TV tells you. There ain't no getting out of that hole. You can't spend a bunch of money you don't have and then blow it, you know, and then try to and then charge interest on top of it. You can't get out of that hole. You're gonna have to bring a new money system, you
Yeah.
know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
This the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. It said, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots." And when the scriptures, describe that in verse 2, that's really speaking about a commerce that goes down here in America. You know, they call this place the rat race, all the hustle and bustle. A lot of people have bought into a system, but when you read it in verse 1, it says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery." Because whether well, let me say this: if you not one of the elites, you getting fucked either way. Like you could be a lower class nigga, you getting fucked up. You can be a regular middle class nigga, you getting fucked up. You can be an upper middle class nigga making 600 to close to, making over 600, over six figures or over $1 million. You still getting fucked up, man. So this place wasn't designed for anybody to get rich except the elites.
Yeah, even them so-called rich guys, they have a lease of comfort. It's just a lease. They don't really own any real assets. When the shit really hit the fan, LeBron James, he ain't gonna get into the bunker with the Rothschilds. You know,
No,
because that money, that these riches that you got right now, yeah, you're comfortable, you're good, but it's just a lease. You don't actually own shit, man. You know.
Just a little bit more on here. It say Nahum chapter 3 verse 2. It says the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is no end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. So the more you deal with America, the more enchanted you become, man. You know.
God,
Precept as well.
you got it, brother.
This is Ezekiel 7:19. It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity." So you're going to reach a point time period, when the money is not going to be worth anything. And we've seen that happen with Venezuela. They still making purses and different trinkets and items to try to sell out of the fucking paper, the paper money that they had. And that's coming to the United States. People are going to be one day just taking the U.S. dollars, making shit out of them, burning them, using them as fuel just to keep warm and trash cans and shit.
Yep.
That's how worthless this money is going to be real soon. And we're going to see it, Lord's will, in this lifetime, man. Because all things are really just pointing towards that. This shit could be over with tomorrow.
Right.
Shit, it's already, yeah, you're right, brother. It's already that worthless. The only reason why it has some semblance of hope is because it's a reserve currency. Other than that, once the dollar is not the reserve currency, this shit would have fell a long time ago. Like this guy Trump, the gold is not important. Nigga, you knew the gold wasn't. You know ain't no fucking gold in there, man. And the fact that you people are falling, bro, they've been gaslighting you Americans for decades, man. And you ain't done a damn thing about it. Just the fact that you allow a president to put you on a credit-based system, took you off a gold standard, took your gold, and then put you on a fiat currency, which puts you further in debt. And yet you people ain't doing nothing, bro. I just can't fucking understand it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I just can't fathom my hand around it.
Because Knox is a meme, bro.
Bro, ain't no gold up in there, man. And to be honest with you, let's just say if that was gold in there, they could take the gold and offset the debt. Because that's what the gold. You could take the gold and offset the debt. You know what I'm saying? And be done with the shit. But that was never the elite's plan to pay off the debt of America. The reason why they came up with the fiat dollar or fiat currency when they signed that Federal Reserve Act, which is under the color of law, it's not even really constitutional. But back in 1913, when they had that meeting on Jekyll Island, they knew that at a point in time, once the dollar will be taken off the silver or the gold standard, eventually it would be a credit-based system which could set up the chip. So that's what it's all about. Because during the time of the Federal Reserve establishment in 1913, I believe, what was the power? The British pound. I believe the pound was the currency of the world.
Yeah, British.
And then after World War II, basically, which America entered into the war to really set up the U.S. dollar through military intervention to make it the reserve currency of the world, man. And that's really what it was about. That's why they entered the World War II at the last second. You know what I'm saying? It was deeper than just them entering the war to put an end to Germany and all that other shit. It was about setting up this fucking fiat-based currency, man. Because the US dollar is being backed by the military, man.
Yeah, they
putting
had the
them small
Bretton
hats
Woods
over there
agreement.
too.
What's up?
So putting them small hats on our land.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the phase 2. You know, they had the Bretton Woods agreement, which basically where the US dollar came out on top. But really it was just it was a military security thing. It was like basically we gonna be the muscle, all right, around the world. You know, London's runs the money in the economy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then we gonna run it from that play. But that whole Europe and NATO that came out of that, that's all getting divided now, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Because what do they call Khan? Daniel 2 and 42, but why they call United States? They call it the war machine. It's the war machine, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Quick precept, real quick. You brothers ain't got this. This is the book of James 2 and 6. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 5, and we'll get it. James 2, and I'm gonna start at verses 5. Matter of fact, we'll start at 6, but it says here, but ye have despised the poor, but do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats. Yeah, because remember that nigga Wesley Snipes when he was trying to fight the IRS, talking about there's no constitution, no mandate that I have to pay an income tax, and they locked his ass up for like what, a couple years. You know, same thing with the nigga Chris Tucker. You know, he owed millions of dollars in taxes and all that other shit because technically there's no law that say that you have to file an income tax, but you people have given authority to the elites to the point they can just come in and take your funds as they please.
Yeah, and this nigga the one stealing, bro. This nigga been stealing since he got this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
All right. There's no telling how much he's actually stole through the CIA. You know, he goes in the country that have actual minerals and values and takes that shit, bro. You know.
Well, that's what they were saying, like USAID, which is a front run for the CIA. You know how much money they was funding these NGOs, these non-governmental organizations, bro? Billions.
Yeah. And he getting the taxpayers to fund the CIA. That's what y'all exist for. Y'all basically fund the CIA so they can go around and get the real riches. And then when all hell breaks loose, y'all not getting into the bunkers. Y'all ain't gonna know what's going on. Y'all don't know how to start a fire, nothing. You know? Y'all deserve it, man. You know?
Go ahead, bro.
Real quick one, just Ecclesiastes 1 and 8, it says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. And I brought that out because that's the reason why these people are not rioting, because the Yahushua called them the dead for a reason. You know, they lack wisdom. They're completely blinded to what's going on. So there's no wisdom, there's no light in them. You know, therefore when they see wickedness, it don't grieve them as much. You know, they not as grieved by seeing a Momo in a choir stand. You know, so just wanted to make that point.
I got another precept.
Yeah, you got it out.
This is 1 Timothy 6 and 17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. You know, so we shouldn't be trusting in, a little bit of wealth. Like even if they do come out with this stimulus check, Jake gonna really be going head over heels over that shit, really trusting in the system. Trump is that guy, he's doing this. You're trusting in this shit, but you're not taking a look at the bigger picture. We still how many trillions of dollars in debt? Over like 40 trillion. And it's still going. Like the brother said, we're the ones that gonna have to pay for this in taxes. They're gonna get that money back. They ain't about to just give some money and help out you motherfuckers that they didn't pull out their ass. No, man, where's this money coming from?
Yep, and it's gonna increase the deficit too. So people ain't got nothing to be happy about. Like I said, if you want to pay people back, you need to be cutting $1 million checks, nigga. For real, $5,000 ain't gonna cut it. Especially when you the one that's gonna pay it, because at the end of the day, it's credit based. Anything credit wise, you got to pay back with an interest rate. That's why we going through this shit. It's credit based. Now, if you own like real wealth, silver and gold, livestock, land, wells, streams, and stuff like that, then you wouldn't have to front a bill. It'll be taken care of, man. Just like with land, if you have that's why you can't buy I mean, you can purchase land, but real landowners know that you got to purchase land with some type of residuals behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of collateral, something behind that shit. Like I can't just say, "All right, here go $100 million in banknotes. Give me all the land." Nah, it don't work that way, bro. You know, in some cases you can purchase a lot, but you still got to have some assets behind that shit. You know, so therefore, paying taxes is it's all credit based. Because look, it says our tax laws changing in 2025. It says for single taxpayers and married individuals filing separately for tax year 2025, the standard deduction rises to $15,000 for 2025. And
Yeah,
then
wasn't it 12?
no, yep, you know what? It was 14, 13, 12, about 11,000 because it says it's a $400 increase from 2024.
Okay.
It says for married couples filing jointly, the standard deduction raises to 30,000, an increase from 800 from last year.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
And the worst part about this whole 5,000 thing, all that's going to do is make the prices go up. You see, niggas, the problem is niggas don't have a money to save or a mindset. When they blow that money in the economy, all of the prices going to go up. They're going to have fun for about 2 months. And then 8 months later into it, they crying. Because that's what happens when you just print money into the system, you know, and a bunch of niggas get it. They didn't earn it. You know, they don't have a mind to save. They not going to pay down debt. You know, they looking to buy, you know, a second PS5, you know.
Nigga trying to get them, nigga trying to put down payment on a Hellcat. 5 bands, bro. Worst thing you could do is get niggas money.
Yep.
But I got a precept if you brothers ain't got one. This is the book of Amos 4:1, and it says here, hear the word, O kind of Bashan, that are in a mountain of Samaria, which oppress the poor, which crush the needy, which say to their masters, bring and let us drink, man. Sounds very familiar, all right? Because basically we're debt slaves into the elites. Whole birth certificate, man, on the maritime law, all this shit is all fucking oppression, man. You know, from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you come back at night, time you lay in your bed, you know, it's all oppression, bro. It's like they call it the hamster wheel syndrome when there are periods that you're going somewhere but you're running in place. Now, sure, they allow some people to get up in there, but even then, compared to what the elites is worth, a person like Michael Jordan ain't got no money. He's a billionaire on a low totem pole. Jay-Z, no money. What he's worth like 1.8 billion. But hell, fucking this nigga Elon Musk just got like a fucking 200 something $billion increase. So he's worth like damn near 400 something billion now, bro. He can buy Jay-Z out 10 times. Buy Oprah out, buy Michael Jordan out. Hell, he's richer than even Donald Trump, man.
Yep.
So this is totally fucking oppressive, bro. Like literally the 1% own every fucking thing. You know, there's enough wealth to go around to every inhabitant on the planet Earth to live comfortably, man. All the gold you elites have confiscated is way more than enough. Like, and we've done the math. We Earth has like roughly 8 billion people, bro, and we've divided the numbers. We came out that every man, woman, and child can at least have 4+ acres of land to themselves, man.
Yeah.
And you can do a lot with 4 acres, but what does the elite do? They rob you, they steal from you, put you in these tribunal courts, child support, you know what I'm saying? Tax debt, rent, credit card debt.
Yeah.
And the list goes on, man. And people, they commit suicide behind that stuff, man.
Yeah, if the earth was in a righteous state, man, it's a closed system. You really wouldn't have to run out of anything, man. The thing that you really need, when you read that in Ecclesiastes, what a man needs, the earth contains all of that. You know, if you treat it carefully, you really don't have to rely on a fiat currency system. You know, with the invention of the internet, you couldn't be able to communicate wisdom to every person in the world on how to do this and how to do that. But he doesn't use it in that way. It actually takes a lot of effort to destroy the earth. You know, like plastic, that something that doesn't break down. You know, you had to be in the lab intentionally making that, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
This is Exodus 22, and the reason I got this is because these goes into the laws of thievery, and we know that Esau Edom is the ultimate thief. Actually, he's lower than a thief, because when you read it in Obadiah, it says even regular thieves will leave some gleaning grapes. But this man's covetousness is on such a high level that he's lower than a thief. But this is Exodus chapter 22, verses 1. It say, if a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall be no blood shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If ye have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft can be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. And I should have got the one. I should have got that scripture where it says, if he's still a man and he be found in his hands, he shall surely be put to death. Because not only has this man stole wages, but this man steals people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We seen those movies where motherfuckers get abducted, fucking organ harvesting. So yeah, we starting off the lesson talking about taxes. I mean, obviously that's obvious thievery, but this man is stealing shit on a fucked up level, man. Taking people's organs, taking people's blood, taking people's soul and spirit, man.
Hey, Revelation, it says the souls of men.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Men still is, bro. Like, bro, when you go into Ezekiel 28, when it goes into like traffic dies got riches, that's going into maritime law, bro. Like a lot of his shit functions on maritime law, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is totally like, and like the brother was explaining, like you have what you say it was what 30,000 pages of the tax revenue code, bro. How many pages?
The U.S. tax code, bro, is like over 30,000 pages. You know.
Have you brothers ever read 30,000 pages? Have you ever read something 30,000? Can you brothers do that shit?
Hell no.
You
it's
got
probably like size 5 font too.
Yeah, bro, you got lawyers, and the crazy part about it is it's all gray area shit, bro. It's not like even black and white. It's gray to the point they get to maneuver the terminology of that shit, man.
Yeah, and they can change it too.
Wow. What's the precept I'm thinking about, man?
I had that what I quoted real quick. Exodus 21:16, and he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Break it down, bro. You got it.
Oh yeah, well, that's just backing up, what we were saying. The ultimate thievery is this man displacing our people from not only west coast of Africa but all throughout the world. Stealing us, because scripture say our captives held them fast and refused to let them go, man.
Yep.
So this is another reason your ass got to be put in slavery, man. Because scripture say you owe us fucking restitution, nigga, and we don't want Federal Reserve notes.
Gone.
Another quick one to back you up, Aunt. This is John 10:10. A thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. So that's one thing you have to understand. It's just in this man's nature. For you people wondering, well, okay, why the fuck they keep doing that? I can't understand why this devil's doing all. This is why he came. This is why he's here, man. He's nothing but a thief. This is what he does until Yahushua comes back and bring this damn devil down. That's what he's going to continue to do. This is why we need deliverance. This is why you have to want this place to go down. You got to be tired of this fucking bullshit and this captivity. It's not comfortable. And it's not meant to be comfortable, man. Because Yahushua comes, he said, I come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. And that's the kingdom. When the kingdom is established on earth as it is in heaven, that's when we finally going to be able to live life in abundance, man.
Yeah, unlike some guys we know, well, we don't know, but we know of that seek to have a platform here in America, man. Oh, well, I want to go because y'all give the Israelites a bad name, so therefore, we got to go advocate. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga, we ain't supposed to be looked at in a good light. And who the fuck you trying to vindicate yourself in front of a bunch of Adam 22? Like, nigga, fuck you.
Full of shit, man.
Fuck out of here, man. Man, fuck the. Hey, look, yeah. How about Shemai Shai gonna destroy all false prophets, man? Psalm 72, real quick. Now, this is the caption says of a righteous king. All right. Now it says, "Give the king thy judgments, O power, and thy righteousness into the king's son." Now, who is the king's son in spiritual sense? Now, Shai. It says, "He should judge thy people with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment, and the mountain should bring peace to the people, and the little hills be right by righteousness." Man, the government is like, we're gonna have a righteous government, brother. Okay, after we beat the shit out the heathens, yeah, we're gonna fuck them up. We're gonna have our way with the heathens. We're gonna cover. We're gonna take their possessions, you know. But once they get out of their punishment period, we're gonna deal up right with these people, man. You know, and if they get out of line, then we gonna tax that ad. We gonna get at them. But we ain't gonna be like Esau, bro, because you can't pay and he adds more tax onto you. Like, what make you think adding more penalties to somebody is gonna make them pay faster? That's like going to somebody's pocket and you know the cartoons, man, when they go in your pockets and they hold you upside down and ain't no money coming out. They shake you down, bro. But it's like, how the hell can you add more money onto a debt when they don't have the money to pay with? Obviously, they don't have the money, so you need to ease the burden, man. Which scriptures goes into the year of Jubilees. Every 7 years, the debt's supposed to be forgiven, so to speak. Now, Esau tries to do it with his bullshit ass credit system because after 7 years, a collection will fall off your account, but your credit score don't necessarily go up, man. But what about debt that you owe to these fucking trash ass debt collectors that's violating the Fair Credit Act? What about these child support courts, which that shit is totally unconstitutional? And the fact that you niggas ain't bucked up against that shit yet, I don't know what the hell the problem is, man. This
They
is
just
crazy.
taking this shit, bro.
Yeah, they just taking it, bro. They're operating straight unlawfully outside of the Constitution because Title 4D is under the color of law. It's not law. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a violation of your citizen, a violation of due process, man.
Yeah.
And whoever goes and puts you on child support, that's aggravated identity fraud because it takes somebody to take your social security number without your consent to go get a case put up on your ass, bro. That's the fucking crime.
Yep.
Yeah, kind. And then that forces Jake to work under the table.
Yep.
And when you work under the table, you can't pay taxes.
Yep.
So for you trying to provide money for yourself and avoid that, you still could end up in jail.
Yeah. And he makes sure that there's lots of cocaine and crack in the neighborhood, you know, you to go back and sell that shit, you know. Because I just watched that scene of Boys in the Hood again. He said, ain't no way all of this cocaine got here all of this time, you know. He said, we don't own boats, planes, nothing, you know.
Yeah, but it's
so
there.
they bring that in the neighborhood at the same time, man. You know, because they know Jay gonna go behind the back and do some underhanded shit, you know.
Well, that's why it's called a trap or a pit. Like what that nigga Nino Brown said. He said, look, ain't no Uzis made in Harlem. You know?
Yeah, facts. You know.
He said this is the American way. Nino was cooking in that last scene, bro. He was exposing that shit.
Yeah.
But it says here, the mountain should bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness, man. And this mountain don't bring nothing but chaos, bro, because everybody is literally a crack rock away from just fucking ending it, bro. Like you got Edomites that stating that they getting ready to commit suicide because they got laid off from their government jobs, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, this man laid off what 200 some thousand employees, bro. Gave their ass an email and say, "See you later." And that's good for a lot of you, man. You know, and that's really because a lot of you fuckers that work for the federal government, you even though you're peons, but you have some insight to know that this shit has got to be fucking illegal, man.
Yeah.
All right, IRS, Title 4D child support system should not exist within a so-called a sovereign nation, man. Okay, because those are foreign treaties, bro, which have no jurisdiction over the American people. But it says here, he should judge the poor of the people, and he should save the children of the needy, and should break in pieces the oppressor, man. So the only hope out of this shit is Yahushua, man. That's why every day we should be praying and throwing up curses on this place, man. Asking the Most High to bring judgment on these devils. Because Esau, man, he just don't give a fuck. He don't give a shit, bro. Yeah, because he's mad, bro. He's mad. He's basically, I was reading yesterday, it's about the birthright. It's all about the birthright. It's all about getting his lick back. It's about the birthright, bro. He's pissed off at Jake and he's bitter with the Most High, bro. So this is basically an ultimate fuck you to us. So he's like, you know what? Since I'm going down anyway, I'm taking as many of you niggas down with me. Go ahead, crash out, because that's what he wants, man.
That's why the scripture speaking, describe him so vividly in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter like that, you know, because he would have to be identified by just a complete psychopath not giving a fuck, you know.
Yep.
It ain't no need to go this far, man. Like it's enough food on the planet, you know, for everybody to be cool. It's enough technology, like, but what do you see? Constant war, you know, control, poisons built up, you know.
God.
I had one.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
This Job 24 it's a little long. I'm gonna read 1 through 14. It's Job 24:1. It says, "Why, seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty, do they that know him not see his days? Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless, they take away the widow's ox for a pledge. They turn the needy out of the way, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. Behold, as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey. The wilderness yielded food for them and their children. They reap every one his corn in the field, and they gather the vintage of the wicked."
Hey, hold on real quick, bro.
Yeah.
When you go back up, when it says here, it says they turn the needy out of the way and the poor of the earth hiding themselves together. But when you went down, it says they reap everyone his corn in the field and they gather vintage of the wicked. When you mentioned the children, bro, like you notice like the bankers, bro, like they pass all the wealth down to their sons, man. And they teach their sons what they call like philanthropy, and they put them through these prep schools, and they deal with them hands on, and they show them how to deliberately run the world and fuck it up, man. That's why all the wealth is being divided among the families, bro. They call it the 1%. Like during the time of the Roman Empire, they had what they call a monarch, which monarch deals with basically the 1%, while the 99% of the people were literally in poverty, man, eating crumbs. You know, out of all the wealth that this earth had, the earth creates wealth, bro. The earth, it continues. You can get as wealthy as you want off the earth, bro. The earth has its own resources, man, and it constantly replenishes, bro. So why in the hell do you have a motherfucker that's not even an elected official worth $400 billion, but you barely taking home a goddamn $1,800 paycheck every other week, bro? Like, make that shit make sense.
Okay. And it also say in verse 2, some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. Now, you know, in the ancient world, you know, there was plenty of land for people to have their own flocks and things like that. But now we don't own shit. We're just basically holding on to the small shit that we have, you know, maybe a car, maybe a few thousand, but nigga, they will violently take that away. You know, you're right. You got the testimony of them snatching money out of your bank account, you know, randomly. Shit, I was watching a news report this morning. They going in on these fucking tow truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's oppression. You know, Jake know about my old apartment building. I used to live at this place and sold rent, and they would still pull up to my apartment building and take my car, bro.
Wow.
You know, we ain't no stranger putting them curses on
This like, come on, man, this shit wicked as hell. But it say it's Job 24:4 again. It said they turn the needy out of the way, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. Behold, as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey. The wilderness yielded food for them and for their children. They reap every one his corn in the field, and they gather the vintage of the wicked. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. How wicked is that, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
How wicked is that? Where you just want to see a motherfucker assed out, and that's literally what the scripture is saying. They will leave you assed out if you leave it up to the so-called white man. He will have Jake out here running butt ass naked, man.
Yeah,
he's infamous for the Trail of Tears. You know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was brutal. You know, it wasn't just no walk in the park, man. They went through brutal winters, naked, beaten up. You know.
Yeah. They showed that with the when that winter storm hit Texas, and they was talking about the whole energy crisis shit. You know, they was trying to have motherfuckers conserve power when it's fucking negative 10 degrees and shit outside. People literally freezing to death, but Esau don't give a damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not give a fuck.
It say Job 24:7, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. They are wet with the showers of the mountains and embrace the rock for want of a shelter. They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor. They cause him to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheaf from the hungry, which make oil within their walls and tread their winepress and suffer thirst. Men groan from out the city, and yet the soul of the wounded crieth out. Yet the Most High layeth not folly to them. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief.
That was going in on Esau at this.
Yeah, kind.
Hey, read that last verse again, bro.
Yeah, kind. This is Job chapter 24. I'm gonna read 13 again. It said, they are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief.
Not as a thief, man. Hey, what's that scripture in Micah when it says power of their hand, they practice in the power of their hand? Woe to them that devise iniquity upon their beds, man. Also, there's a scripture in Job 20 and 14, I believe, is that when it goes into verses down, it goes into like the hands of the wicked should come upon him, because all the shit this man stole, he's gonna have to restore. Like restitution goes into restore. So he's gonna have to restore those riches, man. Like all that gold and stuff like that. Like we always go into how wealth is never destroyed, but it's transferred. So all them gold bars that Esau confiscated, that's down in the Swiss vaults and stuff. Hey, he's gonna build our streets with that, man. Because the Most High ain't gonna allow them to destroy that gold. That gold that they got from the we getting all that back. So essentially, it just being and the Lord is so cold blooded because Esau's such a fucking devil. He will destroy it, but the Lord had them to put it on the ground. So when we come and get it, we gonna get all that. Because when we get them spiritual powers and we get those bodies, man, hey, we gonna hunt you fucking devils, bro. And you gonna pay for every ounce of oppression you put on our people. God damn it, you gonna pay for oppressing the fucking air, nigga. The air is even suffocating because you spraying your geoengineering nonsense in the air, man.
Yeah.
You know? Quick precept. This is the Lazarus and the rich man, which this is a parable, man. For all you Christians out there that think there's a such thing as hell, this is called a parable, man. This is parabolic talk. And it says, and there was a Luke 16 and 19, and it says, and there was a certain rich man who was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And that rich man goes into the elites, man. Because, hey, when is the last time that the elites had to wake up in the morning and fix their own fucking food?
Never.
When is the last time that they worked? Over 500 years ago? If that. And do you brothers got maids and chaperones and people cutting you fresh venison and steak out of your vineyard?
Absolutely.
Do you brothers got wells? Do you brothers even own your own goddamn apartment building?
Nope.
Exactly. And it says, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which laid at his gate full of sores. And the sores goes into affliction, right? And it says, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores, which the dogs is symbolic for these heathens, man. Because see what Esau do to add insult to injury, he'll allow Moab to come over here. He'll allow foreign students to come over here and go to school for free. He'll set up Ishmael. He'll set up all people to afflict you niggas, man. Just to put salt on your fucking cut. Just to say, now what? All right, going into the book of Job 24 that the brother was reading. And it says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried away by the angels of Abraham's bosom. And the rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom, which that's parabolic, that's symbolic. Because for one thing, if there was a such thing as hell, uh, a dimension called hell, then you won't have any access to anything outside that. So you ain't gonna be in hell being able to see the heavens and us in paradise. It don't work that way. Because according to the Christian theology, hell is totally a separation between the Most High and yourself if you go to hell. So this is not talking about that.
Right.
But it says here, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me. Because you ain't gonna be able to communicate with Abraham if you fucking in hell burning, man. So this is spiritual. This is talking about when we get him in captivity. All right. And it says, and was carried, wait, and it says, have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime would see this thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, which is the curses. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. And besides all this, between us and you, there's a great gulf fixed, so that they which will pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that will come from thence. Meaning that we're not gonna basically be in a lower level to subjugate ourselves under your rulership, bro. Okay, once we get in power and once we govern the earth, that's it. Okay, it ain't gonna be no, well, we're gonna take a lower approach and become heathens again, and then we gonna serve. No, bro, that's not going down like that. Okay, we're gonna have totally autonomy through Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna live different lifestyles too.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
You don't see the elites at Price Chopper, nigga.
Nah, fuck no.
You don't see them niggas at High V.
Nah, nigga.
Them niggas live on a totally different level than we will ever fathom.
Yeah,
And
they ain't putting 15 on pump 4, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And theirs is low level, so you got to basically magnify where you're gonna have, times a million basically.
You ain't getting Esau ain't getting shit, bro. Hey, Esau, you be lucky if you drink piss in the kingdom, nigga. For real.
That's right.
Somebody got that in Job, and somebody grabbed Revelation 18 and started verses like 12 and go down. And somebody get the book of Isaiah 14:4, and we get one more. And what's another? What's a good one? Help me out, brothers, man. So many scriptures on oppression.
Oppression, yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Ecclesiastes 7.
yep. Also, we can get what is it? Psalms 1. I think, what is it? Framing mischief through law. I think that's Psalms 94, if I'm not mistaken, 94 and 21.
Yep. Psalms.
I got that Job 20 and 15.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Con. This is Job 20 and 15. It says, He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen, man. Everything like the brother brought out earlier, everything, all that gold, everything that Esau got under the vaults, you know what I'm saying? The Vatican, all of that shit, that's our shit, man. And once we get down off them chariots, we're gonna come take what's rightfully ours. Simple.
Keep going.
God, Job 20 and 16, it says, He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Hey, man, real quick. That's spirit you reading that scripture, because I got this video right here, and it says, tons of gold safe at Fort Knox. Trump, Musk aren't the first to doubt it. All right. So it's like a quick video that really just kind of goes into it. It's like a minute and 15 seconds.
Tons of gold. I hope we do.
Hold on. Y'all can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Go to Fort Knox because I want to see, do we have the gold? Do we still have whatever it is, tons of gold? I hope we do.
And just off the strength of that should piss people off. And really
That's wild, bro.
they're poking at people, and you know how you poke at somebody and see if they're gonna do something. He's poking at people. This is supposed to piss you off. They in back in their mind, they're like, damn, we literally stealing and testing these people and they ain't done shit. Because they at least got everybody so in a jam to the point they're afraid to lose a little bit that they do have.
Yeah.
Well, if I do that, I'm gonna go to jail, then I'm gonna default on my mortgage, they're gonna repossess my car. You Americans are too goddamn materialistic for a bunch of people that don't own shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's part of that covering cast, man. They just they don't see it, you know, but it's gonna slap them in the face pretty soon, you know.
Yep. But it says here, President Donald Trump says he's going to check on the country's supply of gold stored at the famously secured Fort Knox depository, and what will be an unusual glimpse into the vault, not typically assessed by the president or the public. It says if there's gold, it says the gold isn't there, we're going to be very upset. Like, motherfucker, you know the gold ain't there. Like, come on, Trump. Like, nigga, you know the gold ain't there, bro. Mm-hmm. And it says here, Trump said his advisors, tech billionaire Elon Musk, has stoked theories claiming the gold may have been taken, like they didn't know that. Okay, the minute that they took the dollar off the gold standard during the time of Nixon administration, they already took that gold was already being sent over to Switzerland somewhere, man. That shit is gone. That ain't in there no more. You think they're just gonna have real wealth sitting in a vault some goddamn way in America? You crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Y'all believe that gold there, brothers?
Man, that shit been gone, man.
It's gone. It's gone.
Hey, low key, it probably was gone before they even put it off the gold standard. It might be like why he did it, you know. He just don't take that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
but
they haven't even been in there since '74. Like nobody.
Allegedly.
You know? They denied senators and congressmen. They said no, you can't come in. That shit piss you off, man. Like who the fuck are you? You know, but they don't give a fuck.
That's why the scripture in Job said everything that he will swallow down, he's gonna throw up. Mm-hmm. Because the real wealth, it ain't here in America, buddy. You know, it ain't shit here but hoes and niggas.
Yeah.
So that's why when brothers get that spiritual power, yeah, we gonna be in Europe breaking open these fucking bunkers, man. And that gold, we ain't just gonna let it sit there and get dusty. We gonna let it have real life application. King Solomon, he had eating utensils made of gold. The scriptures say the roads in the kingdom are gonna be made of gold, man. So we actually gonna put this thing to use, not just let it sit there in bars and just get dusty.
Yep. And you guess what? You devils, you gonna build with it. We gonna put you to work, man. We gonna have them gold bars and we gonna spend it. We gonna trade. We gonna do a lot of good things. We gonna run the kingdom. The kingdom is gonna be run, brother. The moment we get in the kingdom, brothers, man, and it really gets built up, brother, we getting ready to really live, man. Like we getting ready to really see a transformation, bro. That's why you know things are getting ready to go bad, cause shit is too bad, bro. You got niggas talking about, oh, we can be here 1,000 years. Nigga, your mama could be here 1,000 years. Fuck you.
God.
Got that revelation.
Yep, you brothers got it.
You go ahead, brother. You're wrong. You got it. Preset.
Oh, I was gonna read Job 27 real quick.
Yeah.
This is Job 27 and 16. It says, though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. It says he buildeth his house upon as a moth, and as a booth that a keeper maketh. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. Terrors take hold of him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. The east wind carrieth him away, and he departeth. And the storm hurleth him out of his place. For the Most High shall cast upon him and not spare. And he would fain flee out of his hand. Men shall clap their hands at him and hiss him out of his place. So this basically shows him from having all of the silver and the gold to him not getting none of that, to being the absolute dirt bottom of the road in the kingdom. You know, it's basically outlining his downfall from where he is now. You
Yeah.
know, because he basically has everything, man. You know, he's gonna go that straight down to the bottom, man. To people hissing at him like, "Get out of here, nigga!" Like he's gonna be the lowest, like dung. The scriptures compare him to, you know,
Yeah.
and it's
Hey,
gonna happen like that, you know.
I was gonna say that hissing is starting now, man. Why do you think they call America the fucking Great Satan?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Niggas
And
in
it's
I
hard to
read
imagine
say
too.
Great Satan.
Yeah, and it's like hard to imagine too because of how much idolized Esau is. Niggas is lightening their skin because of this nigga, bro. You know, the president of China is wearing a tie because of this nigga. He's gonna be the complete opposite as soon as the Lord returns. He's gonna go straight to the lowest of the low. You
Yeah.
know,
Going back to where he belonged. Hey, like I remember Apostle Zahar a long time ago, he was cursing on your honey. He said, "We coming up and you going straight down, my man."
yeah, it's like gravity. You know,
you going
Think
straight
is
down,
there.
bro. Like to the point, nigga. You know, get your ass to the back of the line. Remember that game Monopoly, bro? Where you land on you be on a stroll, and all of a sudden you land on that fucking jail. That's what it say. Go to report. Do not report to pass. Go
Yeah.
straight to jail,
Don't
nigga.
collect
Don't
200,
collect
brother.
200.
Right?
Don't pass. Go straight to jail, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when they say men should clap their hands at him and hit somebody his play, you gonna have to take that from a Hamite, bro. He gonna be shooing your ass off, telling you to shut up. That's low level, man. You
Yeah.
at the absolute bottom, bro. And it seems impossible because of how much wealth he has now. But this shit is about to be over with.
Yep. God. Yeah, y'all brothers go ahead and get them last precepts, and I'll get a couple more off the board, and we'll wrap it up, man. Try to keep it around an hour.
You got it, y'all. What's up? You got it.
God, I got that Revelation 18. I'll start at verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow."
Yep. Says she, because that's that pride of these Edomites, and like the comment board said, he said, he was like, I see why people don't file taxes because it's bullshit, and really, you don't have to file no fucking taxes, man. But like a lot of people are homeless not because involuntary. Some people choose to be homeless because they don't want to deal with the bullshit no more, man.
Yeah. You just go off the grid.
Yeah, bro. They got a term which is called they shake down a little man. It's the working class that keeps this shit rich, bro. And the fucked up part about it is it ain't even personal with them, man. It ain't even personal with them on a personal level. I mean, it's personal through the spirit, but on a individual level, it ain't even bro. Esau don't know who the fuck you are. Hey, look at your name. Oh man, I don't know. He just another nigga got a social security number. He got a tax ID number. Tax him. Hey, he do it to his own people.
Yep.
Keep going, bro.
God. It says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment is come."
Yeah, so it's gonna take the Most High 1 hour to destroy this bitch. 1 hour, man. And the Lord may just do that shit at 59.9 seconds, man, because that's how many missiles are gonna hit this fucking whore, bro. And it's deserving. And a lot of you niggas that call yourselves Israelites, you're gonna be right on the swords of America when them missiles incinerate your ass, man. Go ahead, bro.
Come. It says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more."
Yep.
The
Ain't nobody gonna
merchandise,
be shopping over. Nobody gonna be shopping over here once the missiles come. Ain't nobody gonna be over here trying to buy some fucking Burger King when the missiles come. That shit is dead, nigga. Right over here
Right.
trying to fucking shop at Amazon. Nigga put a goddamn Amazon order in. talking about prime delivery the next day. How the fuck you gonna get the delivery the next day when this bitch is destroyed, man?
All you immigrants coming here now, you niggas 50 years late to the party.
Yeah, right. Y'all showed up to get destroyed.
Basically,
God.
party's over, buddy. Go ahead, Doc.
God. It says the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls, fine linen, purple, silk, scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, all manner of vessels of most precious wood, brass, iron, marble, cinnamon, odors, ointments, frankincense, wine and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, beasts, sheeps, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. And it says,
Slaves and souls of men.
You know how
That
much money.
maritime, bro. Just the fact that you have slaves, you should never be in a deficit like this. But see, the deficit was created intentional. That's what it was, man. Because this man is still rich off chattel slavery, bro. He's still rich off that. Why you think he's hoarding all the resources? But as far as the fiat credit base, put you on a credit based system, that's debt, man. They're basically taking the fucking credit card and they're swiping it. And the bills are going up, the bills are going up. And he put it in your name, like, well, technically it's his debt. You pay it.
that's right. And when it says slaves too, we all basically still slaves in the system. That's why you got a barcode number called a social security number, and you got a birth certificate. You are property of this place. You are a part of that system. Those souls of men, slaves, man. This guy has it all, everything on this list. But all these things on this list, it's all going to be taken from him.
Yeah, that's a long list too, man. Like in certain survival games, like Fortnite or even GTA, you pop somebody, you get all of their loot, all of that shit come out. That's basically what's happening to Esau. He's gonna basically cough up all of those riches on the spot.
Like in that game, Sonic. Like when Sonic get hit, all them coins fly at his ass.
Yeah, God. They said they're gonna be wailing, man. But that's all the shit that he on.
It says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. So all that proud to me American bullshit, and it's a privilege to be in this country, and everybody's so proud about that, because you can go to fucking McDonald's and get a Big Mac with some fucking extra cheese on it and shit. You guys are too damn comfortable. All them dainty and goodly things are gonna be gone. It says you're not gonna find them no more at all, man. So no more supermarkets, no more Walmarts, none of that shit. No more Black and Milds, Newports. You niggas, man.
Yeah, you niggas, man.
It says the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand far off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? So all they're going to do is be able to cry about this shit, man. This shit, destruction is going to be televised. We're going to pull out their phones and stuff from all these other nations and just see this place getting cooked, man.
Right. Well, and this is going to happen soon. This is not going to happen between now and 1,000 years, nigga.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. God.
That reminds me, too, of that photo I shared in the group chat, once them plates, all those fault lines shift, and how this place going to be just completely looking different continent, man. 3 whole different sections.
Yeah.
When them nukes hit, it's going to cause everything going to look different. This place is not going to look the same at all.
Well, yeah, because the scriptures say that Babylon should be divided in 3 parts, man. Got some of these off the comment board. This is Baruch 3 and 8 from there 144K. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh our powers, right? You know, subject to payments while you have rent, light, gas, reoccurring payments, car note, insurance, child support, fucking that tax, this tax, that tax. You got a tax for waking up in the morning. You got a tax for flushing the toilet stool. You got a tax for pissing. You got a tax for fucking a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Taxes on every goddamn thing, man. All right. And sooner or later, they gonna charge your ass to go to bed at night. James 5:1. It says, go to now, you rich men, and weep and howl for your miseries that should come upon you. It says, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eating, and your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. It says, ye have heaped treasures together for the last days, right, man? You know, all this hoarding gold and resources, and you know, like Trump said, man, look, basically, we want to take Canada. How the fuck you gonna take something that ain't yours, man? He said Canada should be the 51st state of some
51st state, yeah, cuz.
shit. He said Canada, basically like, nigga, we finna take your shit. The Gulf of America. Get the fuck Greenland. Nigga, this dude is delusional as hell. But it says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, cried, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered to the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, right? This is the Lord of the armies, man. But it says by fraud. This is a fraudulent based system. All right. We're crying week in and week out because, like, no matter how much money you make an hour, they take more out your goddamn paycheck, man. It's like people are making more money than they've ever made, but they're broker than they've ever been. Like, make that make sense.
Yep. 100K in New York, nigga, that's 30K anywhere.
Facts. You know, what's this here? What scripture is this? Now, Luke 10:15. Be like-minded. And it says here, and thou, Capernaum, which are exalted to heaven, should be thrust down to hell. And thou, Capernaum, which are exalted to heaven, should be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained unto this day. That's right, brother. Yep, con. It says the system needs to fall ASAP. Yep. Matter of fact, what's that scripture when it goes into that the captive hasten to be loose from the pit, that his bread fell not? That's all of us, man, because only a nigga that's not in dire straits is looking to be here 1,000 years, man.
Yeah.
Just the fact they taking paid taxes out your check, that's enough to call on you. How about you, man? Working, that's enough.
Yeah.
You know, I'll bring this last one out and we'll shut it down. Wisdom of Solomon 6:4. Be like-minded. It says, because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged aright, nor have kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, and for sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places, and for mercy will soon pardon the meanest. But mighty men should be mightily tormented, but a sore trial shall come upon the mighty, man. Man, that's badass precept, bro. I might have to use that one. I have to add that one to the repertoire. GMS Enduro 144K Bar Shalom, bro. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations, man? Like what the brother was saying earlier, like it seems unlikely because he has so much power, but the Most High is literally finna kick this nigga off the totem pole, man, head first, swiftly. Kind.
I just had a couple more I wanted to read.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
But you know, like theme of the lesson is just Esau's thievery. I just wanted to say, like, if this devil took something from you, you lost some because of this devil, you can't take this shit personal, man. You know, can't take this shit personal because Esau and his covetousness, he will fuck up your life, man. IRS, whatever it is, this nigga will find a way to fuck up your shit. But we got to remember what the scriptures say. Job 121, it says, and naked I came out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gave, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua had taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And all this, Job said not, nor charge the Most High foolishly. So you got to keep that in your mind, man. You know, we not set up in a society to win. Even though some jakes will have you thinking that, you know, and that we just so in the wrong spirit because we want Jake to stay on a basic level. No, we want Jake to be realistic and practical about their situations, man. And even though the scriptures say we need to lay up our treasures in the next life,
Right.
you know, because in this Mark 10, I'm gonna read it real quick. It says, Yahweh shot answered and said, verily I say unto you, there is no man that had left house or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my sake and the gospels, but he shall receive 100-fold now in this time houses and brethren and sisters and mothers and children and lands, and with persecutions, and in the world to come eternal life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So part of this existence in this truth is just accepting you're gonna be last in this life. Accepting you're gonna be subject to certain protocols, man. And if you get too bugged out over this shit and take this shit too personal, you could be harming yourself. The best thing to do is to let this shit go and wait for your recompense in your how by Shemal Shah.
God, hey, beautifully said, bro. Hey, that's just the spirit you got to be in. You can't take it too personal, man, because you got to understand the nature of this devil, man. You know? And if you got faith in the Lord, you know, you'll be all right. You'll make it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this place. It's time for us to detach anyway. It's going to come a time that we just going to have to walk away from all this shit, man. And honestly speaking, I can't wait for that day. Yeah. So, yeah, if you brothers got any more precepts, bring them out.
I
Nah, got one. Go ahead. Yep, you got it.
Tobit 4:21, it says, and fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth if thou fear the Most High, and depart from all sin and do that which is pleasing in his sight. That's pretty much what matters, man. You know, doing what Yahweh Bashim Shah, what the Heavenly Father want, because at the end of the day, all of this shit, all of this temporary carnal shit, man, all this shit's about to go anyway. So when all hell break loose, all we're gonna have is our faith in the Heavenly Father, man. That's it. You know, Yahweh Bashim Shah, you know, the truth, and that's it. You ain't gonna be able to buy your way out of these times, man. So that none of that shit really matters anyways, you know.
God. Yes, sir. But hey, man, with that, we're going to close out. Give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Lord's will you were edified. To the next lesson. Shalom. Kwam Yasharala. Baba Ba. Shalom.
Shalom.